Welcome to this new chapter. In these lessons, we're going to talk about the ins and outs of DALL-E 2. We're going to talk about the functionality, the layout, how to use effective prompts, and really get the best looking imagery possible for your personal projects or even your business projects. So let's first start with navigating to the website and getting an overview of the layout. So the website is labs.openai.com, and to sign up is completely free, and DALL-E works on a credits system. So you're going to get, I believe, 45 credits for free when you start by adding your email and creating a password. You'll have credits to start off with, and you can add credits to create more images. Now, this is the home page that has a place for you to generate prompts and start with imagery, or upload an image to begin with and edit. If you scroll down, it's a bit of a community showcase that shows some example artwork that was created in DALL-E 2. And the cool thing is about this layout, it's really clean, it's very minimal, and it's very good for people maybe starting with AI art and you're at the more beginner level, versus with Midjourney, it's a little bit more technical. The layout isn't as intuitive. You're able to create more, I think with Midjourney, more professional looking images, but this platform is really good just to get the ball rolling and test out what it's like making art from scratch. So like I was saying, the cool thing is the layout's really nice, and you can actually click these example photos and start it as a first go or a first trial run at creating your first images. And this brings us to the screen where you're gonna edit all of your photos, either after you've created a prompt, or after you've uploaded an image to start with, or after you've clicked on one of the example photos. So on the top bar, we're gonna have our prompt. On the bottom, we're gonna have the different variations we're working with that we can also click. And on the right, we're gonna have a history panel of the past art that we've created that we can still click and go back to, just like that. But let's focus on the current image. So here's what we're working with so far. We can go ahead and click into it, and this brings us to the edit page where we can really start to make this a more unique image. Our toolbar at the top has the edit function that we're going to dive into that gives us some really cool new tools of selecting certain parts of our image with the eraser tool, and that's called in-painting, and then the out-painting function, which is the generate a new frame ability. And last part of our toolbar here is the upload an image function, where we can add an image directly from our computer or our phone. And this toolbar on the left allows us to change the size of the eraser tool. So we can go smaller and we can go larger, just like that. And down in the bottom right corner, we have the ability to zoom in and zoom out on our artwork, which comes in handy when we want to zoom in to see detail, or if we are expanding our art using the outpainting function, we can zoom out to see a much larger canvas. And the last little part about this view is on the top left here. It's going to show us the resolution of the file we're currently working with, which is 1024 pixels by 1024 pixels, which is important to keep in mind when you're exporting. And if we go back one page, we're in the layout again, where we can either click back into editing this specific photo, creating different variations, sharing the photo, or saving the photo to our favorites folder, or creating an entirely new collection where we can save specific pieces of art. And lastly, this little icon allows for us to get rid of our history toolbar on the side. So lastly, we can download the image that we're working on right here by clicking the download button, and then we can navigate back to our main page that allows us to put new prompts from scratch. So let's go ahead and start off with a prompt that's going to demonstrate the capabilities of DALL-E. So let's say a photo of a teddy bear skateboarding through New York. And there you have it. We have 4 options to work with. with slightly different backgrounds, slightly different framings, slightly different skateboards, and a teddy bear. And I can either retype my prompt completely, or I can select my favorite photo and go into the editing functionality that we're going to get into later in the chapter.